Hi, this is Joy Houston from the Delicious Revolution. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to show you how to make Just Beet It. It's a delicious ginger apple beet drink. I'll confess I am a former beet hater, but we got them in our CSA so frequently that I decided I needed to find a way to make them delicious so that my family would eat them. They are full of folate, manganese, fiber. They have the same chemical that gives them their beautiful color, fights cancer. They also lower heart disease and cholesterol. So all in all, we ought to be eating a lot of these things. And boiling them in sugar and water, that's really not the healthiest way to go. So a nice, fresh, live beet juice is definitely a healthy alternative to get your family to consume more beets. We're going to add to the beets some apple. You can use green apple, red apple, doesn't really matter. We're going for the sweetness and the extra fiber. We're also going to add some gingers. The only way for us to get gingerols, which are great for our digestive tract, so eating lots of ginger is healthy anyway, we're going to use it to give a little kick, a little spice, and to knock out any dirt flavor that people sometimes refer to beets having. So to make this into a juice, we're going to throw it in the Vitamix with 2 cups of water. So that's about a pint, 16 ounces of water. And we're going to flip it up on high, we're going to blend it up, and then we're going to serve it through we're going to pour it through a fine mesh strainer before we serve it because the juice is a little bit thick. It does have some pulp to it. So to make it a little more palatable, especially for little ones, they love it. Just poured over ice and served chilled, they'll love it. So let's go ahead and whip this up. We're going to put the beets in the blender first. Easy as pie. Then we're going to put the ginger. One little beet thought it would escape us, but you will not escape the blades of the Vitamix. Then go all apples. That's 2 apples. And next comes the water. And off we go. Now this is going to be really noisy here for a second. If you don't already have a high-speed blender, they're a great way to get more vegetables into your diet. If you, your little ones, your family does not eat plenty of vegetables, you can get those greens in your diet with a little fruit and by way of a smoothie in the morning, and you know they go out the door with 3-4 servings of vegetables already at the beginning of their day. So great to have one of these if you don't have one. They're a great investment. Whenever you use one, you start on variable, then you flip it on, just like a sports car. You stay in the nice low gears, then you flip it to high once you've already gone through the whole up to level 10. Okay, so here we go. It's going to be really noisy. Sorry about that. Okay, all blended up. Now, just so you know what we're looking for here while it's blending, we want to make sure you don't see any more chunks of ginger, any more chunks of beet. You want it to have a nice, smooth consistency. We're going to take off the lid. That beautiful beet color will stain anything you've got, so make sure to wear an apron. We're going to pour it through a fine mesh sieve. And look at that beautiful color. Now, another use for this drink is a mocktail. Just use it as a substitution at happy hour for cocktails. Stop and have one of these at your house with the girls after a yoga class instead of going out to a bar. Much better for your body. And I'm going to give this a quick stir here, just to move some of the pulp from the bottom up. I'm not going to push the pulp through. I just want to move it from the bottom so the liquid drains through. And you're going to hold on to this pulp, because if you save this pulp and you throw it back in the Vitamix later when you get hungry with a couple of carrots and a seeded red pepper, along with a little seasoning, maybe a little granulated garlic, salt, pepper, and a little water, you're going to have a delicious vegetable soup. The beet and red pepper go splendidly together. I'm just going to drain a little bit more of this here so you can see you get a nice full batch of it. And once you have it all drained, don't want to make you wait here to see all of that. We're going to give it a stir over the ice so that it's nice and cold. And we'll give it a pour. And you can see what a great cocktail that makes. If you put a sprig of mint on top of that and serve it in a martini glass, it just makes the greatest mocktail. Well, here is to your good health, ginger beet juice. Just beat it, as I